All right. Welcome, everyone. Hopefully, you can hear me. That would be awkward if you can't. You can. All right. Welcome to my first stream of season four. Having two new teams tonight. Uh, Northwestern State and Space Force making their debuts in the RFCL, led by Coach Barack, who was in the league before season two with Miami, Ohio, retired in season three and has come back and returned for season four. Coach Orff, everyone's known him as the offensive coordinator at Georgetown for the past three seasons, and now he is leading his own team. John Lake Erie. No, they will not be streamed. Only three games are being streamed this week. I think it's one on each day, from what I think it is. But yeah, we are just awaiting them to pick their uniforms. I know I put them in. Oh no. Gotta tell Orf. Anyway, we are getting uniforms ready. We've made special stuff, obviously, with circumstances surrounding Monarch. Um, but yeah, we're about ready to go, and we are going to head to Space Force, led by Coach Barack and as offensive coordinator, Coach TD. Coach Barack, Coach TD, first game of Space Force. How we feeling?
We're feeling great. We're excited. I mean, it's been since season 2 since I've stepped into the booth again, but it's exciting. I'm ready to be here.
So as you said, took a break in season three. What experience did you get during season two that you think you can use here now in season four?
So I think I got the experience as being an expansion team. It's a tough road. I mean, everybody's had a little bit more time to figure stuff out, so we got to figure out how to seal wins. And I feel like being a coach during season 2 as the expansion team started happening is an opportunity for us to kind of figure that out.
Coach TD, obviously everyone knows who you are in Gridiron, but what do you think you can bring here in Coaches League?
Um, well, we're gonna run a spread style offense with a lot of different options and motions, lots of things going on. So I think it's gonna take a while for our league to figure out what we're trying to do.
All right, I don't know what that was, but we're gonna leave that alone. I'll see you all at halftime. Good luck in the first half. Coach Orff, Coach Trey, first game as Northwestern State in the RFCL. Coach Orff, how are we feeling?
Good. You had a little bit of a bumpy start before they even started, but uh, ready to start this. I'm dressed up.
I can see that, yeah. Easy wearing a suit, ladies and gentlemen. So, Orff's rocking it tonight. But, Orff, last three seasons you've been at Georgetown as the offensive coordinator. Now, what experience did you get there that you think you can now, leading your own team, bring to the table?
Well, I learned as much as y'all may not like him. Figurehead was a great coach to be under. So, uh, he's taught me everything I know about how to coach and how to be around other coaches. So I'm just gonna try to take that experience.
Coach Trey, for those that don't know, related to defensive coordinator Coach Martin at App State. But Coach Trey, first game in the RCL. What are you bringing to the table, and what do you expect tonight?
Gosh, I don't know. I'm just gonna try and keep my head on my shoulders. I haven't even been in the league for 48 hours, and here we are, first game of the season. So hopefully we can get the ball rolling. It's been kind of rocky the past couple of days, but
Did the game just freeze?
I think so.
We're off to a great start. Anyway, we'll restart the game, and I'll see you all at halftime. Good luck in the first half.
Thank you.
All right. Well, like I insinuated, the game froze. So we're gonna have a little bit of delay. Yeah, I mean, what's new? RCL Could be starting at 7:01, but we never start on time in this league. You should probably get used to that at this point. But yeah, we are about to see two new teams enter the league. Both have coaching experience. It's kind of rare that both sides do have a semblance of coaching experience. When we brought then North Dakota State and Miami, Ohio in, Ender had like a couple games under his belt, but nothing, hang his hat on. Then Coach Currency came in, and he had experience with CPU or CPU Coaches League, but it's different now with those two teams. They've obviously improved. Lake Erie is now headed. They both look different than what they did coming into this league. But yeah, we are gonna get underway momentarily. If this crashes again, I'm retiring. I don't really know what you want. I mean, but yeah, once they get this backloaded in, we should be good to go. They're getting uniforms on that. Bet on what? What did I say? I don't remember what I said about Lake Erie. I'm trying to make sure they are focusing on getting uniforms correct. Oh. I mean, fuck. After last night, I should have retired. That was horrible. But yeah, they are loading uniforms. They're getting the Monarch Tributes one, like I said earlier, getting those on there. But yeah, we should be almost there, hopefully. Okay. I think we're about ready to go here. I wouldn't run. Okay. Hi, Hunter. How we doing? How's life post football season? Oh, what's big news? All right, we're loading into the game, so this could be monumental that we actually get in. Oh, soon. All right, let's hope it doesn't crash this time. Okay, we have gotten to the coin toss. Oh, also need to get rid of that. There are the two new teams, both wearing their tribute uniforms for head coach Coach Martin. I don't even know what that says. I don't know where my mouse is. There it is. Our experience of the KU game. Guys, I thought I was going to die when I entered the student section. I went over to when I saw Hunter on the sideline. I went down there and it was like maybe a 5-second interaction because Hunter had more important things to do of break Kansas fans' hearts, late. But when I went back to the student section, I got stared at a lot. So, but it was cool. It was cool. Anyway, 1st and 10 from Northwestern State. They received the kickoff. Yes, Martin. God, that's gonna be a long season. Marty and Martin, or Monarch and Martin, on the same team. Anyway, 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff to the right side for the running back. I don't know any of these guys' name. Happy Gilmore with the carry from Northwestern States. I don't know why these helmets look grayish. Maybe unless they are gray, and I'm just not. But I mean, so do Space Forces. It might just be the lighting in the stadium. I don't know. Anyway, 1st and 10 for the Demons. Back to passes the quarterback. He fires. It's caught over the middle. Jordan Grump with a 6-yard reception. 2nd and 4. All right, I think we need a little bit of some background music here. This is just there's nothing going on. Maybe they are. I don't remember. I didn't see what they picked. It's El Diablo with a 3-yard reception over the middle. And now it's a quick 3rd and 2 for the Demons near midfield. All right, this should be good. Okay, 3rd and 2, fires incomplete. Admiral Taint was in the area. That I know that for sure. That's gray, I think. Anyway, 4th and 2 for Northwestern State, and they're going to kick it. Listen here, dude. It's not that fuck you, Core. It's not that. It's just when there's no sound in my ears, and I'm commentating this, it's really odd. So I've got to have something anyway. 1st and 10 for Space Force now. Their first possession with Coach TD leading this offense. And there are 3 assistants in there. Believe it or not, we actually had to make rules just because of what Space Force and TD were doing. So, you're allowed. 1st and 10 near the 17-yard line for the the Delta Dogs, excuse me. Handoff to the running back, Whopper, saying it's a 2nd and 2 for Space Force. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Some of these names for Space Force are insane, and they're hilarious. So get ready for that. They are pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line. Heavy formation for the Delta Dogs. It's going to be a man on motion, handoff to the wide receiver who gets outside to the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Going to be pushed breaks tackle to the 40, pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line. What a run by the wide receiver there. And it's a long gain for the Delta Dogs. I did not catch the name. But great outside presence there for Space Force. And a broken tackle gets to, that's Gallier. I think that's how you do that. That's interesting. Anyway, forgot to put cams on. There we go. 1st and 10 for Space Force. Already in Northwestern State territory. I think I saw Core making fun of the midfield logo earlier. Screw you. Handoff to Whopper, who gets hit from behind line of scrimmage and loses 2 yards. 2nd and 12 now for this Space Force offense. Eric Root with the tackle for loss. And that's the first negative yardage play that NSUS Force and Space Force has given up. Almost halfway through the first quarter. Yes. Who's going 2 and 5? Me? Oh, you mean? Guys, I have the Pittsburgh-Syracuse game on the background as a basketball game as it's fired over the middle and it's incomplete. No one was in the area. Nicholas Capriconis with his first incompletion of the season, of his career in the RFCL. 3rd and 12. Anyway, I just saw some Pittsburgh player pull it from 45 feet with like 25 seconds left in the shot clock. So, safe to say he's not on the court anymore. It's 3rd and 12 at the 40-yard line. Potentially 4-down territory for the Delta Dogs, depending on how much they pick up here. Bunt set to the right side. 3rd and 12. Capricorn is back to pass. He's looking. He fires. Has a man. Oh, it's almost intercepted. And it's incomplete. Great defense there by Coach Stray and this Northwestern State defense. Listen, Beaver. Listen. You've got a lot to learn, buddy. I don't pronounce names correctly. I never have. I probably never will. I'm really bad at it. So it's a meme, and it will stay like that for a long time. Anyway, 4th and 12. Kick is away. And it'll be bounced into the end zone for a touchback as shut the hell up, Core. 1st and 10. Under 4 to go. Northwestern State with their seconds. Oh my god. We still need, hey, just because we're 45th in education doesn't mean First and 10 at the 20-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to the running back up the middle. Gets 2 yards. Happy Gilmore with a 2-yard carry. 2nd and 8. Well, I have a DM from somebody. Handoff to, I think that's Happy Gilmore again. Only gets a yard this time. 3rd and 7 now for the Demons with their second drive of the game. We do have a coaching signing, I guess. Coach Hunter, formerly the defensive coordinator at UCO, as well as Western Michigan, has signed an AC contract with Jacksonville State. So there you go. 3rd and 7. I don't know who the quarterback is. Dude, person was in the area. 4th and 7. I don't know any of these quarterbacks, guys. This is going to be a long time before I figure out these names. 4th and 7, though. Northwestern State got nothing going. And it'll be punted away. Space Force had a promising drive going early. They're going to get good field position out of this, as the punt was returned near midfield. Johannes Kepler, an 8-yard return to around the 47-yard line. Yeah, well, you know what, Core? I didn't do that, so I don't. All right, guys. Mason sent me a snap, and I don't want to open it. I'm scared. There's no telling what's on that. Pass by Capricornus to Gallier for an 8-yard on the slant. 2nd and 2. 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Yes, Monarch. It is very cold in Kansas right now. I'm not. I'm not describing that, Mason. All right, for those that know, think of what selection show was that? It was one of the first ones. I think it was the second one we did. It's season 7. Think of the season 7 selection show, what Mason did. 2nd and 2 for Space Force. 7 seconds on the play clock. 2 seconds. 1 second. Will they get this off? They do. It's going to be a handoff to Whopper. Whopper on the counter. Nowhere to go. A 3-yard loss. Coach Stray and his defense getting in the backfield. 3rd and 5. No, he did not send that. Who deleted this? Mason deleted that. Oh boy. 3rd and 5. 2-back set for Space Force. Gabber comes back to pass, fires quickly to the running back over the middle. It's caught for a first down. Doom with a 9-yard reception. 1st and 10 Space Force inside in SU territory. I don't know who, I'm seeing new names in chat. Are you guys in Discord? Let's see. We got Liam Case, Aaron Holloway. Are you guys in? I'm assuming you guys are in the Discord, right? I just don't know you by your true names. Okay, that's what I thought. 1st and 10, heavy formation. This was a play that got 40 yards last time. This time, Capricornus keeps it and only gets a yard. Gallier, or excuse me, that's Gallier. A 1-yard reception. That was a Wildcats. Oh, I got your parts. Okay. Hi, CJ. I know who you are. Your name's the same everywhere. Second and 9 for Space Force in NSU territory. No score. Approaching the end of the first quarter. Second and 9. Handoff. Whopper on the right side. Once again, hitting the backfield for a loss. And 3rd and 10 for Space Force. NSU getting in the backfield early, not allowing much running game going. And 3rd and 10 for the Delta Dogs. At the 37-yard line, 3rd and 10. 2 receivers to the left, 2 tight ends to the right, Whopper in the backfield. This might be the final play. They might take it to the quarter. Capricorn is back to pass. Fires. It's caught for 7 yards by Kepler. And it's going to be 4th and 2. Decision time for Coach Barak. First decision to be made by this coaching staff. And they're going to take their points. A 47-yard attempt here to open the second quarter. Kick is going to be up. And it is good. 47 yards for the Space Force kicker. And they take their first lead of the RFCL 3-0 early here in the second quarter. Monarch, I think both of them changed, just like made random names. I think that's both made random names coming in because like they had no recruits. So 1st and 10 for Northwestern State, and really haven't got anything going here early in this game. Looking to change out on this drive from the 25-yard line. I formation for the Demons. No. A quick pass backwards by Northwestern State. Gilmore loses a yard on the play. 2nd and 11. Second and 11 for this Demon offense. Weston Steelhammer with a tackle for loss on that play. That was actually a rushing attempt, so Gilmore loses a yard on his rushing game. Play action pass from Northwestern State looking down the field. It's going to be incomplete. No one in the area. Dude Person was there, though. 3rd and 11 now for this Demon offense. Nothing really able to get going. Richie Rich, 2 for 5 on the night and only 9 yards. And Northwestern State with the third down of the night, 0 for 2 on previous ones. Rich back to pass. He's looking, going to throw. It's almost intercepted. Nuh-uh. It was in the area. And it's going to be 4th down for Northwestern State. Another punt attempt here for the D-Men's. It'll be away. And return from around the 40-yard line. Another good field position for Space Force. They will get near midfield. Kepler with a 10-yard return. 1st and 10 for the Delta Dogs. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Both teams unranked. Only the top 8 were ranked, obviously. The 2 expansion teams didn't get a lot of votes. Space Force was the only one to receive votes of the new team. They got 2. No idea who voted for them. I didn't even look. I just saw they got 2. Thought it was interesting. But 1st and 10 for Space Force. 3 receivers right side. 1 to the left. Man in motion across at the tight end. In the backfield, it's going to be a handoff. Keeper by Capricornis, who fires. It's going to be caught by the man that was in motion. DeGrassiton. That's a long-ass name. With a 6-yard reception. It gets 2nd and 4 now for Space Force. Someone did vote for Space Force. I don't know who it was. Oh, Monarch did. Okay. Second and 4. Handoff to Whopper. Whopper gets 3 yards. 3rd and 1. Okay, Monarch did not vote. All right, let me go see who it was so we can publicly shame them. Monarch, I've got some bad news for you, buddy. I've got some bad news for you. All right, handoff to Rashad. I have no idea how to pronounce half these names. Okay, Monarch, you were not the only one. Coach John, you've got also some explaining to do. Space Force is number 8 in both of you guys' polls. So, I mean, to be fair, the teams behind them, which would have been like, you could argue some Space Force could have been better if you watch some of the scrims. You never know. Anyway, first attempt for Space Force inside NSU territory again. Handoff, Whopper on the counter, gets the first down near the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for Space Force. Now, for the coordinator poll, I don't think anyone voted for Space Force or Northwestern State. So, but they also ranked UCO number 1 and UConn number 2, and Northwestern State number 3, or Northwest Missouri State. Handoff, Whopper breaks a couple tackles to get 6 yards, 2nd and 4. So that's all you need to know about the coordinator poll. Second and 4 now for Space Force. Inside the red zone for the first time tonight. Handoff to the wide receiver. That's Gallier on a jet sweep. But he fumbles the football. It's recovered by Northwestern State. 15, 25, 30, 35, 40. Chased down from behind. And will be tackled near the 47-yard line. I'm going to guess he was down. But for the time being, it's a huge game-changing play. They're not losing to Oklahoma State, Mason, I promise you. Yeah, this play's going to be overturned. It's going to be first down for Space Force. Gallier easily down. Gallier with a first down carry, I believe, near the 10-yard line. Bordeaux he was in our league. He played in the gridiron version, but he was never interested in Coach's League, which, I don't blame him. There's not a lot he can do with that on his channel, but he also stopped playing. Yeah, he doesn't. I didn't even notice this. I do think it's cool. Like, Northwestern State doesn't have a lot of fans in their stands. It'll be. I think it's dynamic. So. Anyway, 1st and 10 at the 14, man in motion. It's going to be a keeper by Capricornus who gets dragged down by his face mask. And it'll be an automatic first down for Space Force. Thassor with the personal foul. And Space Force looking for their first touchdown. First touchdown of RFCL, actually, of the season. Ever, I guess you could also put. It's 1st and goal for the Delta Dogs from the 5-yard line. It's going to be a handout to Whopper. Blocks, touchdown, Space Force. They're into the end zone. Easy run for Whopper there. No blocking or no resistance, and he walks into the end zone. 10-0 is our score. 3:18 left. By the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed. You won't be able to see it here in just a second. But if you look at the goal pads now, you'll see they actually work. Walt and I figured that out. So we now have custom goal pads. And they're dynamic. So, for example, pars. Whenever you come out in your throwback stuff, whenever you do that again, there'll be a throwback goal pad. So, anyway, 1st and 10, man under center. Rich fires. It's going to be caught on a slant over the middle. First down for Voodoo. By the way, for those that did not see their gilded message about the patch, obviously a little too late for Lake Erie, so Lake Erie does not have one tonight. But UConn's gotten back to me. UCA has. Haven't heard from Georgetown or Montana yet. Rich fires to the right side, breaks a tackle, a broken tackle up to the 48-yard line, 8-yard reception by Shell. 2nd and 2, Georgetown and Montana. If you go look at gilded, and if you want to wear it, it's up to you. You don't have to. Just let me know what uniform you want to wear. 2nd and 2. Play action pass by Rich. Rich looking. He fires to the sideline and complete. 3rd and 2 now for Northwestern State. Lake Erie does not have one tonight. They did not tell me what uniform they wanted me to put the patch on. Blake, go look at about the Monarch patch. You'll see it if they ever zoom in on the uniforms. Rich fires. It's almost intercepted though. 4th and 2. Admiral Taint was in the area, and Northwestern State is going to go for here their first fourth down attempt of the night. 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. I mean, depending on what time this game ends, I might be able to sneak one on Lake Erie if it's before 8:30, but that would require the second half to go quite quickly. Rich fires, incomplete, out of bounds. Space Force gets the turnover on downs. And it's 1st and 10 now for the Delta Dogs, looking to take a 3-score lead going into halftime. I mean, it's whatever. I got back to my dorm around like 5:40 and put all of them on. Put all 3 on by 6. So, not that hard. It's just I need to know what I'm looking for. First and 10 for the 47-yard line for NSU. Man in motion will get this play off. They do not delay a game by Space Force, and they're going to back him up. 5 yards, 1st and 15 now. Oh, Blake, I need to. Lake Erie did not get back to me about the Monarch patch. You'll see a little yellow on both these uniforms tonight. If you ever zoom in, you can kind of see what it says. Yeah. Anyway, hand out to Whopper. A 2-yard loss on the play, and just like that, it's a here. You know what? I'll just do this. Image. Or back to pass. Capricorn is fired. It's caught. Going to be a solid gain. 12 yards by Gallier. And it's going to be 3rd and 5 now for this Delta Dogs offense. A pass by Capricornus is incomplete. I had a receiver over there, just could not get it to him. And it falls to the grounds. Kick is away. And it'll be into the end zone for a touchback. For this NSU offense now. They are needing some points to go into the locker room here. So they need something to get going on offense to stay in this game, really. I do believe that Space Force gets the ball to start the second half. A screenplay, though, gets the first down a little bit more, 15 yards by Happy Gilmore. And it's 1st and 10 now for the the Demons. Let's see, does that come up for you guys now? There we go. Now you all can see it. First and 10 now for Northwestern State. Handoff on the right side to Happy Gilmer. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another one. Gets out of bounds. A 7-yard carry. Second and 3 now for Northwestern State near midfield. At the 42-yard line, second and 3, a minute to go here in the second quarter. Northwestern State looking for their first points ever, but more importantly in this game, to stay in this game. Rich back to pass another screen. It's caught by Happy Gilmore, who gets outside. Is going to get the first down near to the 47, 5-yard carry, a minute to go. Okay, I'll do it after this game. First and 10 now for Northwestern State. It's going to be a collection pass. Rich fires. It's intercepted at the 48-yard line, and this will be tackled at the 39. Disaster for Northwestern State. It had a promising drive going, and it's intercepted. First and 10 Space Force. Okay, that's just fantastic. Did I not work? Oh, that's cool. Anyway, keeper by Capricornus, who scrambles for a first down, timeout, second on inches for Space Force now. 10-yard carry, not enough the first down though, and they're gonna go aggressive on tempo here, trying to get some more points before the end of the quarter. Second and inches at the 29-yard line. Capricorn is back to pass. He's looking. He fires. It's caught over the middle. First down to the 20. Inside the 20 to the 17. Gallier 11 yards. First and 10 for the Delta Dogs. .42 seconds. Clock will now run. Capricorn is looking at the sideline now. He's ready. Back to pass. NSU brings the pressure, and he gets sacked for 7 yards. And I think Space Force called another timeout. So timeout Space Force. That's their second of the half. And second and 17 with 34 seconds left for the Delta Dogs. Second and 17. 34 seconds left. Man in motion. This play worked a lot. For quite a big gain. As Capricorn fires, it's caught for a first down. I told you that play worked last time. 18 yards. Gallier gets 18. First and goal for Space Force at the 6-yard line. 28 seconds left. First and goal. Going to be a handoff keeper by Capricornus. Good read by the Northwestern State defense there. Clock is ticking. 20 seconds and counting. Second and goal now for Space Force at the 7-yard line. Capricorn is back to pass. He's looking, fires to the end zone, caught, touchdown. Space Force and the Delta Dogs have taken a 3-score lead going into the locker room. And I do believe they start with the football in the second half. So a great showing here by the Delta Dogs in their opening match against another expansion team in Northwestern State. But yeah. Could not ask for a better start for this team. First and 10 for Space Force, or excuse me, Northwestern State. 8 seconds remaining at the 19-yard line. I could see the Demons just take it into the half here. Back to pass. It's caught on another screen. This worked quite a bit last time. And Happy Gilmore only gets 9 yards, and that's the end of the first half. 17-0 is our score. We will head to Coach Brock and Space Force. Coach Brock, Coach TD, up 17-0 at halftime. Brock, talk me through the first half.
First half, it's all TD on offense. TD's been making some amazing play calls, and our defense has been making some stops causing some havoc, getting some turnovers. Everything's firing all cylinders. Not going to let up on the gas pedal going forward.
Coach GD, what's the game plan going to the second half? Any changes to what you're doing on offense?
No, we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. Quarterback's playing well, running back's playing well, and everything's clicking right now. So we're just gonna keep running our offense.
All right, well, I will see you after the game. Good luck in the second half.
All right, thank you.
Coach Orff, Coach Stray, not the best starts to your RFCL debut as an NSU, but, Coach Orff, what's changes can you make in the second half to get this offense going?
Just the quick passes. We found that the quick passes worked, but we strayed away from them. Not really able to get the running game going as well as we wanted to. Blitzing, they're sending pressure a lot, but Trey's calling a great first game. They're just in plus field position every drive, so you could only hold out so much.
Coach Stray, on that, as Orff said, your defense is put in a lot of tough situations, but, what adjustments could you make, or if any, in the second half?
I think with our guys, we're going to have to figure out covering our zones. I mean, we're leaving things wide open that shouldn't be open. I know they're working us on the run game and the inside passes, but I feel like we're covering the outside pretty well. So hopefully we can make some changes to get those zones covered and getting our guys on the right track.
All right. Well, with that, I will see you after the game. Good luck in the second half.
Thanks.
All right. Second half, here we go. Space Force leads 17-0 and gets the football. Liam Case, that could go many different ways of what you're wanting that to mean. So I would clarify on that sentence there. Returned by Whopper to the 25-yard line. Space Force looking to take a 4-score lead. If they could score here. I don't know how to react to what I'm reading from Liam. I'm going to be honest there. I don't really know how to react to that. Handoff off Whopper on the counter. Gets by the first man. Gets 6, though. Second and 4 to around the 30-yard line. I don't know, guys. After this game, I will also upload Upper Iowa and App State. There will be no audio on that. But for those that like to scout and stuff, I'll upload that, and you can see. Also, for those that didn't see the game, you could also watch it like that as well. Second and 4 is going to be a jet sweep to the other side this time, and this time doesn't get very much. In fact, Skeptical loses a yard. 3rd and 5. TD and COD are not. Are not commentating anything. It's intercepted at the 37-yard line by Northwestern State, and it gets to the 34-yard line. That is what NSU needs to get back in this game. Needed a turnover, and it's 1st and 10 for NSU. First and 10. Fires, and it's intercepted right back to the 30 or 29-yard line, and 2 turnovers on back-to-back plays, and Space Force gets the ball right back. Whopper gets the first down carry, 12 yards. Carried a man for about 8 of those. And it's 1st and 10, Space Force. First and 10 near the 43-yard line. Double stack has come out. It's a screen. Whopper's free on the screen, but gets no blocking and doesn't get anything, actually. Only backslide of scrimmage is 2nd and 10 for Space Force. Second and 10 now for Space Force. They've gone deep in this play clock. 7 seconds remaining as they get out of the huddle at the 43-yard line. 2-back set for the Delta Dogs. Capricorn is back to pass looking and doesn't even get the play off. I think that was a screen. And NSU was in the backfield immediately. Lenny on the tackle for loss there, or the sack, I mean. 3rd and 16 now for this Space Force offense. Who's... Beaver, I'm not Pars, buddy. It's not Pars. So. I don't know. Okay. 3rd and 16. Capricorn's back to pass, looking, fires on the run, has a man, and it's intercepted again at the 44. This time 50, 45, 40. It'll be tackled at the 43-yard line. No, you know what? Just for that, Beaver, I think that's just going to catch you a ban. So, Pars, once again, you're going to have to find another offense coordinator. What is this, the 5th one in 4 seasons? So, 1st and 10 for Northwestern State here. It's going to be a handoff, and like Orf said at halftime, they're really just not being able to get anything going on the run game. Nothing on that carry. 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Northwestern State looking for their first points of the RFCL, actually. With 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter from the 43-yard line. Happy Gilmore, 21 yards and 6 carries tonight, 3.5 yards per game. It's a screen. Whopper catches the screen. This time there's no blocker set up, and he loses 4 yards, 3rd and 14. Uh-oh. The funny thing is, I think Metz has actually tried to do that before, and it failed, shockingly. So, 3rd and 14, 2 receivers to the left. It's going to be a collection pass by Rich, who fires down the field. He's got a man open. 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Northwestern State, Buddy Delph! A 46-yard touchdown, and Northwestern State gets on the board. I'm sorry, you're right. That's on me. And there's the touchdown by Northwestern State. A wonderful pass. And Northwestern State is not getting shut out in the first game. They're on the board, cutting the lead to 10 here. With 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Kick us up, and it is good. 17-7 is our score. 3 minutes to go. What can this Northwestern State defense do here? Now that they've got some momentum, can they get the football back? They forced 2 interceptions on the last 2 drives. Can they get a third? Return from around the goal line. Kepler, I think that's who that is, gets to around the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for Space Force. Only up 10 now. First and 10, 3 minutes to go. Wildcat formation. Whopper in the backfield. Man in motion. It's going to be a keeper by Whopper up the middle to the 35-40. Tackle at the 44-yard line. First and 10 for Space Force. First and 10. Capricornus back in the backfield. It's going to be a hand keeper by Capricornus. Tries to bounce outside. In fact, loses 3 yards. Capricornus, gets a 3-yard loss on the keeper. Second and 13 now. 2 minutes to go. Second and 13, 2 minutes to go. It's going to be a keeper by Capricornus, and he loses another yard. Third and 14 now for Northwestern, or for Space Force. Northwestern State getting in the backfield here on defense. And I think we're going to have a QB change here. Or some depth change. I think they're going to take out some. For those that like to blitz, Space Force just showed you who they have as the right tackle. So there you go. I'm going to guess they're going to get a lot of right side edge blitzes now. I mean, I wouldn't have shown that, I'm going to be honest. But whatever. Third and 14 now from their own 34-yard line. Double stack coming out. I'm not shocked. Third and 14. Whopper in the backfield. Capricorn is back to pass. He's looking. He fires. It's going to be knocked away by Jetson and a diving deflection. Fourth and 14. Northwestern State is going to get the football back. Only down 10. Space Force has done nothing on offense in the second half. 2 picks and a punt. And we return from the 30-yard line. Look for some blockers. Gets to the 40. Breaks the tackle to the 42. Jack with a 10-yard return. Northwestern State with some life as we are approaching the end of the third quarter. First and 10, Northwestern State. First and 10. It's going to be a handoff to the running back. That is Happy Gilmore. Only gets 2. Second and 8. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Second and 8. Under 40 seconds to go. Another handoff. This time, Happy Gilmore in the backfield to loses 3 yards. They cannot get anything going in the running game. They're going to have to pass away out of this deficit as we are approaching the end of the third quarter with Space Force leading by 10. Third and 14, though, for this Northwestern State offense. Back to pass. Rich looking. He's looking. Trying to escape, throws on the run, incomplete. Had a man coming over the middle, could not get it to him. That's Ed Reed Jr., the transfer from Upper Iowa. 4th and 11, Northwestern State going to punt the football away. Space Force forces a 3 and out. Fourth and 11. Kick is away. And will be fair caught at the 24-yard line by Kepler there. Space Force will take this to the end of the quarter up by 10. And both teams' first games in the RFCL. Wishbone coming out for Space Force here. First and 10. Wishbone formation for the Delta Dogs. Handoff to Whopper, who gets 3. Second and 7. And that's the end of the third quarter. Space Force up 17-7, and they're going to try to take the air out of the ball here. Choose some clock. Try to, potentially put this game away on this drive. Space Force was favored in this game. They were 2-point favorites. Second and 7, though, for the Delta Dogs. Give me a handoff to Whopper, who gets 2 yards, but teleports 5 yards backwards. Still gets the forward progress there. 3rd and 5 there for Space Force, looking to get their first down in what seems a long time. 3rd and 5 though for the Delta Dogs. Whopper, 63 yards and his debut in the RFCL. 3rd and 5. Northwestern showing pressure, and the pressure gets home. It's only a 2-yard carry. Northwestern State with the 3 and out once again. They're going to get the football back with 6 minutes to go. Fourth and 3. NSU look like they're coming after this punt. They are. Punt block, it almost gets home, but it will not. Fair caught around the 30-yard line. Northwestern State running out of time, but has a chance here to get some points and cutting this lead some more. For those that are watching, appreciate it as always for watching. As always, like and subscribe, please. Only helps grow the league, grow the channel, grow everything we can offer here in the RFCL. As the pass intercepts the 35-yard line, this might be returned for 6. And that also might be the dagger. The 3rd interception of the night for Richie Rich. And Space Force is in business. 1st and 10 for Space Force. I think we're going to have a... Are we having a QB change? Robert Morrison might be coming in this game. Never mind. Oh, he actually might. I'm gonna be honest. I'd be tempted. 80 throw accuracy. Oh, they're going with someone that has worse throw accuracy. Interesting. That might be a question post game. But anyway, 1st and 10 for Space Force inside NSU territory. Wildcats going to be a keeper by Whopper there. Only 2 yards. NSU needs to force a field goal here to stay in this game. 2nd and 8 for the Delta Dogs. Second and 8 for for Space Force here. It's going to be a screen. They get it off Whopper with some blockers to the 15. Going to be tackled near the 12-yard line. 1st down, Space Force, as we are entering under 5 to go here in I forget. I don't even know where. I think. Oh, you know what it is? It's some weird name. Hold on, let me look this up. Northwestern State. There's no shot. If you want to see that name, there's no shot I'm pronouncing that. Handoff to Whopper on the wishbone. 7 yards. 2nd and 3 for Space Force. We're just going to say in Louisiana. That's where they're from. So, in Louisiana, Space Force will take a 3-score lead. Potentially put this football game away. Second and 3 for the Delta Dogs here. Capricorn's under center, man in motion. Flexbone coming out, and he will get in the end zone. Weishar with the fullback getting in the end zone. 24-7, our score. Yeah, Pars, no shot. I'm pronouncing that city name. No shots. Return from the goal line, and he will barely get to the 20. Samurai Jack for the 23-yard return. 3.5 minutes to go. Space Force with a 3-score lead. 1st and 10 for the Demons here. This might be one of the quicker games we've ever had in the RFCL. Usually it lasts about an hour and a half. 1st and 10 Space Force plays off. Richie Rich, or that's not Richie Rich. I forget who they put in the quarterback. That's going to be a pass. Well, the third string fires incomplete. Smashing Pumpkins was in the area. Some of these names are great by Space Force, by the way. Yeah, Beaver, I'm just going to be honest with you. No, there's no shot even pronouncing it like that. Handoff to Happy Gilmore, tackle from behind, 2 yards, 3rd and 8. And is NSU just conceding this game? Get out of here, work on what they need to for next week, as they, will take on their first division matchup. And if I remember correctly, I do think they're going to Georgetown. They are. Orf's heading home, facing Georgetown, 3rd and 8, as the backup quarterback will fire. Buddy the Elf catches it for a 2-yard reception, 4th and 6. Nachitochis. That's how we're not Nachitochis. That's close enough. 4th and 6. Clock still running. It's a fake punt by Northwestern State. They fire, and it's gone. It's actually gone. Cletus Williams, 12 yards, and Northwestern State keeps the drive alive with the fake punt on 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in where'd they go? Nachitochis, Louisiana. 1st and 10. Stewart back to pass. He's looking. He fires. It is almost intercepted. 2nd and 10. 2.5 minutes to go. Listen, Beaver, this is what I need you to do. Send me a DM of you saying it. Then I will figure it out. That's how we're going to learn. It's going to be a handoff to Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore gets it 1st down. That's the best carry of the night for Happy Gilmore. 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here. Northwestern State trying to get some offense going. That's the problem. I don't have a Midwestern accent. Oh, yeah. Stewart hit sacked for 11 yards. 2nd and 21. That's true. I could do that. You're right, Trigger. Beaver, I don't have a Midwestern accent. I'm from Oklahoma, buddy. 2nd and 21. Stewart fires and completes. That was thrown like maybe 5 yards and into the grounds. 3rd and 21 now from Northwestern State. From their own 37-yard line, 1 for 7 on 3rd downs. That's going to lose you a lot of games. Stewart looking. He's sacked again. A 7-yard loss, 4th and 28. Northwestern State punts up the fair, catches it at the 30-yard line. And let's see what Barack does here. Is he just going to end the game coming out in flex bone? I assume they will. But knowing TD, there's a solid chance that it's going to not be like that. So. First and 10, flex bone for the offense. Whopper on the handoff. Only gets a couple. 2nd and 7, 3 yards. If I knew they were going to end the game, I would go interview early. Huh. Well, Trigger, Orf put in, I don't know if you were still here. You might not have been. He took out his starter and put his 3rd string in, who has the worst accuracy of the 3. Kneel down for Space Force. We're going to head to Space Force to talk with the 1-0 Delta Dogs. Coach Barack, Coach TD, 1-0 on the season. Made it interesting in the 3rd quarter. Found a way to pull it out. But Barack, thoughts?
Offense started a little bit. I was a little bit scared to start out, but they ended up holding it together. We ended up getting some much-needed turnovers on defense, and overall we're able to make it happen. But TD kept a really cool head, and I liked where we're at.
Coach TD, as Brock said, only 7 points in the second half. Really struggled in the 3rd quarter. What can you take from this and improve going into facing UConn next week?
Yeah, we gotta improve as always, but I think our team did a really good job for the most part in this one, and we'll take momentum in the next week against UConn.
All right. Well, congrats on first win as Space Force, and we will see you
Hey,
next week.
I'm undefeated in opening
That's true.
season.
That's true.
games.
Just don't lose the rest of your games
Let's-
again.
Yeah, let's just hope that it's not a repeat of season 2.
All right. Congrats, guys. We'll see you next week.
All right, see you, Caleb.
Coach Orff. Oh, that's not. Coach Orff, Coach Trey. Disappointing game 1. Offense just really never got going. Orpheus, what improvements are you going to try to make going into next week?
Well, I'm gonna try to have my playbook for next week. I'm not blaming the loss on that.
Hey, you're good. You're good.
You gotta
I understand.
practice, but it was just a matter of the QB was making the correct read most of the time, just very inaccurate, and sometimes just threw it whenever there was a person there, defender there the entire way. So it's just wasn't our day on offense. Just gotta keep going for next week.
Yep, next week you're going back to your former place in Georgetown. Thoughts on, what changes you can make to the offense going against, a defense that's been pretty good the last 3 seasons.
I know historically the D-line has been a problem there, so I'm going to try to run the ball and try to establish a run, unlike we could do here. There's just so much pressure on our linemen that you just cannot establish. We're going to try to establish a run next week and try to get the quarterback in the rhythm. He got in the rhythm there for a second and the third, but then just threw a pick on play action pass.
Yeah. Coach Trey, defensively, holding Space Force to 7 points, forcing a couple turnovers. What are you going to take going into next week facing Georgetown?
Gosh, I think we need to work on covering our zones. We had guys there, but they just weren't covering their guy. So I think we had a lot of things that could have been stopped, or plays that could have been stopped. I feel like we were doing a good job containing that running back that was getting the ball moving for him there in the first half. But just got to contain our zones. I think and then after that, I think we'll be good.
All right. Well, like I said, you guys face Georgetown next week, and we will see you then for week number 2. All right, guys. That's going to be it for streaming purposes of RFCL tonight. Still got one more game. Lake Erie takes on Northwestern State. I will put that in the Discord somewhere so you all can watch it, probably Town Hall again. But with that being said, appreciate y'all for watching. And we will see you Thursday for UConn at Georgetown, I believe. Gage is going to stream that one. So, yeah, that game's at 8:30. And we will see you then for the final streaming game of Week 1.